Have you ever made a poetic collage? Hi, I'm Gail Hodgson. Welcome to my studio today, and today we're going to learn how to make a beautiful poetic collage. Okay, so let's get started. I kind of went ahead and started already with some torn out magazine pieces, some font text from magazines, and some torn paper, some decorative paper. And we're going to also add some paint in. So the theme of this is kind of like a self-reflection, creating something beautiful with a woman's face, and how we can add florals and paint and colors in to make it something that's a beautiful little bespoke item. And it's really fun to go through magazines and pick something that speaks to you or catches your eye. It's a very intuitive process. And I love finding bits of text that don't belong together, but later you'll see how it sounds like a poem or a cool phrase. Okay, so it's just going to be a bunch of gluing to begin with, and I'm going to share a couple quotes with you too, because the theme of this is really like self-reflection, beauty, and self-value, which I think is quite needed in the world today. And this part here, we're just gluing, and we start with the central image, this beautiful woman's face here, spreading down the glue. Spreading out the paper in the glue. If you get some wrinkles in it, doesn't matter. It's okay, but actually working smaller like this is kind of easier, but when you start to use bigger images and stuff, it gets a little more challenging. All right. So I wrote my quotes down that I wanted to share. This is also just, some thoughts that occurred to me. It's just honoring who we are. This could be in an art journal entry, that if you're doing an art journal, and or it's just a little work of art just for you to keep in your line of vision or whatever. Just honoring who you are, and what flowers and colors you love, what you like to see, and even the things that I found in the magazine and the way I've torn them, and that's kind of intuitive process, and just kind of covering over the face a little bit. It's really fun to do this because it's not much of a plan, and then you get to really play. Okay, and I just found some nice beautiful colors to go with all of that I really love. Another little line that I saw is sort of like a little line of advice, really, is stop trying to prove your worth and embody it. And to me, this has special meaning to me, and this is why I do a lot of these things, is I'm still working on all of that. And I just want to encourage people to do it too. Art isn't the only way to do that, but this is sort of like an intuitive process to lead to embodying our own worth. Okay, I wanted to do a little bit of this. Sometimes I glue right over top too, just give it a nice little coating. And just some colored paper here and there. I love this Japanese craft paper. There, I think. And another favorite quote that I remember to share with you today is by Carl Jung, and it says, "The privilege, sorry, the privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are." I mean, to me, that's it. And actually, our gift to the world is that, not to become someone else, but to become who you are, or to allow more of who you really are. That's what motivates me. This paper is so cool. Okay, I'm just going to add a little bit more, and then I'm going to add a little bit of paint in these white areas. And it doesn't matter that it's still wet. It all mixes together. It's all acrylic. Oops. A little bit up there. And I'm going to add some paint colors. And maybe we might time lapse through the paint color part a little bit. So you can see that I just did a bunch of color dabbing in between all of the glued parts and stuff like that. And you can see that, you know, you don't have to be a skilled, detailed artist to do this. You can easily, you know, it's just putting stuff together and experimenting, really. So it's really fun to do. And then we have one more thing to do, which is I love the text and stuff that you find in magazines, and I'm going to put these two together that say something that I really want to say. And one is, "Your presence is a unique gift to the world." And then this was, I think, from a recipe cooking book, magazine, "Spread it on thick." So I'm putting those together. I love it. And we're just going to glue this down somewhere where I think like there. Be nice. There we go. Yeah, and creativity is you know, it's about imagination, and of course skill and stuff too, but experimenting. I mean, ask any artist. There's a ton of their stuff is all experimenting. I mean, mine is. Discovering something I totally love and is unique, but because of the experimenting. There, cool. And I mean, you can, when this dries, you can keep going with it and put, you know, more marks on it or gel pens, and, you know, it's kind of like a thing that doesn't have to end, which is cool. And this is cool because it can go into an art journal. Like you could do an entry like this into your art journal very easily. So yes, the last thing I just want to say is be so completely yourself that it's safe for everybody else to be too. And thank you for joining me today, and please subscribe when you want to see more of my work.